take us unawares, did you? It's dead now. Whatever it was. Good girl. Right. Straight home now. Ambrosia won't help me here. Come on. Faster! This won't be easy. That's all of them. Owain can uncross his toes now. Dora should be somewhere nearby. Assuming she's still here.
Ah, Clive. I'd like you to take something to seeds for planting. Thought it was about time. I'll keep providing them with whatever they need, but if Eastpool's going to survive, as of those poor bears, they've lived their whole lives in service. Small wonder they ain't got the foggiest how to provide for them. And if you're wondering why you, well, the Wagoneer, Sir Wade's putting a brave face on it, but...
All right.
Thanks. There.
Gizal Green.
Not the most better that, and chocobos love them. They ain't
I'll take your word.
Anyway, Sir Wade'll know what. I'll go up there and...
I'm sure you will.
The world seems to be changing so fast lately, I can hardly keep up.
Just because the heavens have gone to wreck and ruin, it don't mean we have to. Now, let's get this stall set out.
It doesn't still hurt, does it?
It's been a pleasure, Doris.
I'll give your offer some thought.
How goes the investigation?
Sid, what brings...
You. I heard you were out here on your own.
Of course. And it had to be me. She's no fool. If we'd come in force, she would have...
That was her just now, wasn't it? So...
I'd say so. She seems her time in Rosaria is coming to an end. After her brush with those... She's dangerous.
Then I'm going with... I'll take care of the escort.
The Baum Archers, soon to... The Guardian saying we're supposed to...
Ah, what brings you to Eastpool?
A delivery from...
These are Gizal green seeds. Martha's keen to cut the apron string. I jest, of course. You see, but they'd long since gone to seed.
Martha was hoping he might be able to show... so that they'll be able to...
That's not a bad idea. These bearers had only recently escaped their bonds, but they know little of freedom, of providing for themselves. Unless we teach them how to live like free men, I fear that all we have achieved in bringing them here is not that myself and the Guardians have been the best example to them so far. It's about time we all started to provide for ourselves. Unfortunately, we've been a little too busy of late to focus on
The Horde is...
Time it all. I thought we'd have more time. Gather the men in the square. Send to the rest.
Yes, Sir Wade.
The Horde.
A Kashek, a veritable legion of them. We don't have the numbers to hold back a swarm that size.
Now you're out of time.
Precisely. If reinforcements from the rest arrive before...
What if you could...
You mean the bearers?
So wait. Though they may not be trained...
You're right, my lord. I will... My friends, I humbly beg your aid. We Guardians are few and our enemies many. But I swear we can defeat them with you at our side.
You would send us to the slaughter, to serve as bait for those fiends so that you and your men might be spared. And to think we trusted you. Say what you will. A home is not worth dying for.
But it is worth fighting for. Sir Wade fights to give you lot a chance. Just like I do. Just like Sid does. We all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place, Eastpool. This is your village. Your home. And if you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right. This world wants to take everything from you. Everything. Your homes, your freedom, your very lives. So then, are you going to stand by and let that happen to you? Are you going to accept fate like good little Bran did and die, having never stood up for yourselves? Or will you fight like free men and women?
What are you doing?
All right. Give me a sword. I never dreamt I'd have a home of my own. And now that I have, I don't want to lose it. I will protect what's mine. Or die trying.
We all will. Free men and women, fighting together. For Eastpool! For Eastpool! Thank you, Martha.
Don't mention it. Just promise me one thing. That you'll show them how freeborn fight.
Gladly.
Well, if it was numbers you were lacking, you certainly won't be now.
Thanks to you.
Me? Oh, I just...
Lord Rossfield,
So what's the plan of...
we'll divide our forces into several small detachments. Upon engaging with the Akashic, each detachment will...
You're going to lure them into the...
I am. We will have neither the time nor the resources to treat... By coordinating with luck, that point will be the... And for you and I to...
A sound plan. But one... I'd say you have both in abundance, Sir Wade. Please, leave the last of the fighting to me.
Ha! And let you have all the glory.
Sir Wade! They're here!
Then you know what we work to get each for reserve.
For reserve!
We've no time to argue, my lord. I'll do as you ask.
And I will...
Suppose we'd better do our bit too then, eh?
Right you are, Martha.
The calm before the storm. And here it comes. Not let this village fall. Looks like that's the last. What is it?
Owl from the rest. An Akashic curl's been...
Or the better half of her gut. So wait.
Hard to say. I could.
No. You stay here. I'll go after the... Join me, own.
If you're sure. May the Founder protect you.
Ambrosia won't help me here. Ready, girl?
O, 10. wróg, dobra, okej.
With me, Torgal.
No i trofeum zaraz wpadnie. Trofeum zaraz powinno wpaść za 10 wroga. No i trofej powinno wpaść. 10 wróg pokonany.
All right. Back to Eastpool.
Aha, to nie był znany wróg.
Lord Rossfield, the Curl, is it?
It's dead.
Thank the Founder for that. And for you, my lord. We were... we... Thank...
No, you...
But we have to fight to protect.
And we shall. We all shall. This is our home. And if anyone or anything...
They'll have us to answer to.
Come on then. Let's get to work.
This village isn't...
They're not slaves anymore.
No. Your father took pity on the bearer's plight, and I believe if he was still with us today...
I believe you might be right.
I shall remain here, my lord. And after all, this is my home now too.
I think you'll find it's... But you should be I'll have to pull my weight too. Can't speak of which.
Can we continue to count on your support?
Of course. And I be count us Rosarians have got to stick together.
Indeed we have.
And Clive, come by the Golden Stake. I ain't paid you for delivering them seeds yet.
All right.
Lord Rossfield, clearing the goblins from the still... There's one sight that I shall never forget. Since that day, there have been more than a few times when the odds seemed so stacked in the enemy's... But every time, I would think back to be a shield. Know that whatever trials East...
So wait, you have all... I know that East... and indeed all of Rosette...
Thank you. I know the rest of the world will...
The hero? It's lucky you came by. Not only did my seeds get delivered,
I just did what I...
and it's only right that you take it before...
Thank you, Martha.
So, Eastpool's and a home to free bearers. Who'd have
Well, it was your idea.
I know that, but I never stopped to think what it would mean. Bearers in charge of themselves, though I suppose the rest ain't much different nowadays. You know, bearers living free like that. Remind loath as I am to recall that particular...
I take it you didn't always see eye to eye.
Well, if you really want to know, I started... In fact, that's how I met him. He showed up at the stables one day, asking questions about who'd been buying up bearers. Founder knows what he thought I was doing with them. Running a hunt, poking around in their innards. Something awful, anyway. Me, I thought he was a new constable. Thought the game was up. But somehow, and before I knew it, the cheeky arse was told me I was giving them right under my skin, it did. And do you know what he did? He smiled, and then I did the same. We made a pact that day.
And you were?
Well, we both wanted the same thing, just like your dad. Do you know, he certainly didn't...
Indeed. But the loftier, which is why those of us who follow it...
Suppose you're right, aye. And if we don't manage it, good thing we've got a few It's almost in a... Anyway, better get back to work. Let's see, the least the folks who saved Eastpool deserve is a hot meal.
That sounds like a one. Not here. Ready, go?
Faster!
All right. Good. How did Doris come to know a slaver?
We've waited long enough. She's not coming.
Back to civilization.
With all haste. Lest any of you lack, I presume your men are ready. We've suffered too many delays as it is. Any more?
Yes, Mom.
Oh, but before you, it appears we have company. Kill him.
You're welcome to try. So much for your escort.
You'll forgive me for not avenging my men. I surrender.
Sid.
Ah, Doris. You know, I always wondered, but casting your lot with this crib.
Better fighting for a cause than killing for... I'm sorry, Sid. I should have told you sooner. This woman, my former master, once trained... She raised me like a daughter. And I did. Terrible.
It wasn't all terrible. Surely, you were always so eager to learn. And had such clever hands. But you proved yourself a master of... How about it, my little dagger?
I never swore my blade to you. To liberate the bearers of this world. Farewell, master.
You always were a righteous... Perhaps that's the reason I...
What do you want to do with...
I am not the killer she wanted me to be. And she no longer has friends in high places. The Dame does, though.
All right.
I am. And...
And I should head back to the hideaway and put Cole's...
Welcome back, Sid. Doris's message just arrived. I hear you saved more bearers from being smuggled across...
With any luck, they'll be joining us in the hideaway. Oh, and your letter.
I'd been hoping as much. She mentioned one or two. So the slaver we'd been chasing all these months was her former master. Wish I'd known. She's been arrested, by the way, and she won't be getting off lightly. Can't have been easy for Doris.
I'm sure it wasn't.
I hope so. You had quite the past yourself before you came here. Anyway, thanks again, Sid. The curse breaker.
Keep up the good work, Cole.
Sid,
By all means.
it's my old master. Seems there's no escape. And something else. Records from a Waluda.
How did she come by?
Finding bearers always was her strong, and it seems the cells of Balmung Dark are full. And even better,
Leaving the bearers.
Sid, I'd like to believe that I've earned, and while I'm well aware that you've forbidden Cursebreak, I can't let those bearers die in their cells.
We'll be needing the Enterprise.
Does that mean...
I'm making an exception, and we stay in...
Thank you. Chadwick, the thought of him held cap...
He must be very important.
He was.
Then we find him.
The entrance to the prison lies in the shadow. We should head there as quickly as we can.
As do I, Dora.
Twinside's hundreds of leagues away. That'd mean the crystal...
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Your benefactors are a generous lot. All done? There's something about it.
What is...
Clive?
Is this?
I stitched it from the cloth you gave her. I told her I used to enjoy needlework.
It's beautiful, Jill. You didn't have to.
When I was very little, I still wear mine. White is the color of faith, unblemished. And may it... I will...
Thank you, Jill.
Faster!
the aqueduct. Now to find our stonewort. Yote mentioned blood-red petals. That's my luck. Well, to let on. There's only one thing for it. Here it is. Better collect as much as I can before reinforcements arrive. All right. That should do it. Yote, I brought back all this.
Yes, my lord. I'm sure it will serve us until we can find...
I'm very glad to hear.
You and His Grace are very... You think only of how you might...
No more than you have minding my...
I am honored, but I beg you, my lord.
I'll keep that in mind.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Is everything we've received and everything promised? Come again. I may have more for you.
Twin sides hundreds of leagues.
Vivian, and I'd be happy.
Thank you, but...
Please, it's only right that I...
You are too kind. Alas. What I spoke with...
If you say so.
Forgive me, but this book...
Ah, Clive.
Joshua, what's wrong?
I've received word from Cyril.
His will.
In the crypt. But after Kupka was kind enough to drive out the Imperials, and in the process of doing...
I'm surprised, Annie.
Cyril asked that I join him in Tabor at my...
Of course. I want to know what's in that.
Very well.
Clive.
Hippocrates. I've been charged.
And you seek one whose name...
Right as always. But she didn't seem keen to...
And yet Clive. If I fear she...
The executor.
Coveters of a clandestine one such a tale which could awe.
How is it that I...
Why they lurk.
Which would explain...
By the hand of...
But what drives them?
Fine question. Sadly, you may just as soon ask me of their origin.
Then my hunt was doomed from the first. What was Vivian expecting?
Not from thin air. Rumors of the executors, but rather less so. I had, alas, I have heard no, but though he did not mention it, if you were by...
Very well. I'll be sure to pay Garnick.
First the skies.
It's hardly everything.
You can... There's no... Y'all lads... and I've... Be seeing ya!
Say what you will.
Pining for something, boy. What is it? I never did ask where you got that anklet of yours.
From Sid, that's why. On the day he brought...
That long ago?
And you're only thinking to ask this now? Sid sold clap that there iron on him to keep...
What was wrong, boy?
I'll take like as not. Must have been hard on the poor... Doubly hard in being a frost wolf. Torn away from his eye. Sid would always tell him, you want that iron gun? I reckon what he were looking...
I'm sorry, Torgal. Sorry for making you wait so... Let's get that thing. Indeed. You miss Sid as much as the rest of us, don't you? You want me to go with you some?
Quick, can't you?
Not nearly as much as you...
Aye, good thing and all.
Your kindness is appreciated.
Only because he doesn't talk back like the rest of you.
Where to, then?
What do you think happened to Miss...
Sid!
With what?
No,
It's Miss Very
when she is.
in the class.
That's what I said.
Well, she does. Then it's...
You didn't. Don't.
But who's gonna put...
You did.
Ah, Sid. So... Good, thankfully.
Oh, films. May I present to you the
She's a beauty.
You see,
It's...
oh, don't say
You could just...
How about that? And I reckon it's a metal, see?
Stretch.
Bah. So?
Thank you, Owain.
Shh, don't mention it. And I wanted to get some practice in using that metal anyway. Can't think of any right now, but maybe even out one day.
They'll hardly believe... Id.
That's it! And if this doesn't steer to this...
To the sky. You aren't trying to give the Enterprise wings.
What else would I be doing?
The children seem to think you're Is this really...
The Enterprise is... But what if she weren't bound to the... It's not fair! The Fallen had the... But not me. Well, almost.
And is that a one-what?
Are you volunteering? But first I'll need oil, then I'll need some...
If it's beast bones are up,
No, they'll know way.
I should speak with one of the curse breakers before I set off for Old Hill. See if I can't find this bone while I'm there as well.
Has Midadol mentioned a new project yet?
Say what you will.
All right, Torgal. I'm going to need a little bit... Do you have a better hint for me? Unless... You've already given me one. Why don't we try the rook? To port is older. Fingers crossed the old mooring is still there.
There's something about it.
Twinside's hundreds of leagues away.
All right, Sid.
Only if you aren't. Mid needs a piece of light, but...
Most, but if it's durable...
I do. Well, any old...
Well, but don't...
I'll keep that in...
be forgotten.
Of course.
It is an honor to finally... My name is...
No, I will not send good men and women. Why would you want to go back?
I need to retrieve something. I was raised, or rather, it was not a place of nurture. We were tortured, and few ever survived.
I can't imagine.
I lost some, but they must be remembered. The Institute was run with
You were a good friend, Herman. But the fact remains that it's too... you can... It's well. After what happened, it's a miracle there was any left at all.